Build your pipeline with ideal prospects using LinkedIn's advanced search.
Welcome to this next episode. So Hannah, that sounds great. So we're talking about advanced search for prospecting on LinkedIn. Tell me a little bit more about that. What are we going to talk about here?
Sure, absolutely. So LinkedIn is a great network, as we all know, and one of the best things about it is you can actually use advanced search to find your exact prospect, from the company size that you deal with to, the specific title. To, you can find everyone that you need to find, and also bypass the gatekeeper. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, how to use the little things that you want to put in there so that you can find your ideal prospect and use it effectively.
That sounds excellent and very useful, but let's break it down. Give me the 3 main bullet points we're going to cover here.
Sure, absolutely. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to make sure that you're hitting you're checking off the right connections, so that the way that the search actually comes up is a way that you can actually connect to those people very easily without jumping through a lot of hoops. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing that we're going to talk about are some of the filters that you can use to really hone down and refine the search so that you're getting exactly who you need to talk to. And then the third thing, which is a little exciting ninja trick, is you can actually save your searches. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and the benefit of it.
All right, all 3 sound like really good stuff, so let's take it from the top then. So you're talking about doing something with your connection settings, so help me out. What are we talking about here, and what do I have to do to make this work for me?
Okay, so when you work on LinkedIn, typically when you type something into search, or if you actually go to the advanced search, when you type in the other filters, what it will do is it automatically always defaults to your first level connections. Okay? So you're kind of like, well, I already know this person. Like, what? Who cares? And then you're scrolling down trying to find, your prospects, and you're like, this isn't working for me. So when you go to advanced search, right below in the main section there, you can check first level connections, second level connections, third level connections, and groups. The sweet spot that you really want to make sure you check off is that second level connections and groups. And the reason why you want to do that is because if you do that, what will happen is when you run your search, those people will come up, and you can actually, even though you're not connected to them, there are ways that you can message them, to start getting them into that pipeline.
So to recap, so second level connections I want to check off, and group membership I want to check off, so I'm focusing on those.
Yes. So with your second, what you can do is, you can then see how you are connected to that person. So I can maybe, meet another consultant that might be able to use my services, that is in the same, space that I'm looking to work with. And I can say, oh, Mark knows this person. So because, we're both connected, we're connected through Mark. So then I can say, hey, Mark, I noticed that Jennifer, is an ideal prospect to me. Would you mind if I used your name while reaching out to them? I would just like to, there's some things that I thought I could maybe help them with. And then that person can say yes or no, whatever, but most likely, they'll be okay.
Sure, right, yeah. So it's kind of a power networking trick here, that by using this advanced search and then using these connection settings. Excellent. That sounds very cool. So I've not done a lot of advanced search stuff. So that your next bullet point here is about using filters. So what do you mean by filters, and how do I use them to make this even more powerful?
Sure. So say, for instance, you typically work with company sizes that are over 30, 30 to 75 people or something. And to advanced search, and they have all these different filters, and you can put in the title of the type of person that you're looking to network with. They're within 50 miles of Philadelphia, or wherever area you want to travel to. You put in all these different filters, and sometimes people will say that they're a CEO of a company. So say you sell to CEOs, but I'm the CEO of my company, and I'm one person. So that's not really going to help me. So what you want to do is you can actually check off company size, different varying things that you can check off, but so that it's really honing down and making sure that you're finding someone within that particular size company that you work with, the industry that you work with. If you have specific industries, if you sell software, great, but like you don't sell to everybody, right? You usually
Right.
there's a niche industry, so you can put that filter in there. And again, maybe the titles of people that you want to directly connect with.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got connection settings that refines the search. These filters then help me really hone in on the parameters of what I'm trying to get to. And then
Right.
you mentioned another ninja trick here. So saved searches. What
Yeah.
is a saved search, and what do I do with that? That's going to help
Okay,
me out.
so one of the things that you can actually do is when you find a search where you put in all the different criteria that you need, and it comes back with everything that you're looking for, okay? And you're like, oh, this is great. I found, 30 people that I can connect with right now. You can actually save that search. And what
Wow.
is
Okay.
so exciting about that is then every time, like depending on how you do your other settings with your email digest, but you can actually get every week a new like digest of people who have joined LinkedIn with
Wow.
those same criteria. So
Okay.
every week it's just literally presenting to you on a plate, new prospects that you can try to connect with. Very powerful.
That is a ninja trick, and that is very cool. And I'm
Yes.
going to start using that.
Yes.
That is awesome. So yeah, so
Yes.
I didn't realize. So by saving the search, you're actually triggering, that I'm going to get notified by LinkedIn when somebody who fits those parameters,
Yes. Joins
enters my
LinkedIn.
world. Very
Yes.
cool. And so,
Yes.
even if they just join a group that I'm in, will I get that? That sounds terrific. Wow.
Yeah, so it's so yeah, so no, even when they just join LinkedIn, so like if they
Oh,
put on
okay.
a profile, yeah, yeah, it
Oh,
doesn't, they don't
wow.
have to be in any of your groups. They're just joining LinkedIn in general. Or they're maybe changing up their profile, and so now they fit into your criteria.
Right, they just update. Very cool. All right, well that definitely counts as a cool ninja trick. Wow. All right,
Right.
this has been really helpful. I mean, I am going to start definitely doing some more advanced searching here, and that gives me a whole new perspective on what I already thought was a powerful tool of LinkedIn, but now you're awesome. Can't say anymore. So obviously we've been talking today about using advanced search and these different segments, different features of advanced search, so that you can do some advanced prospecting. Hannah is clearly your LinkedIn expert here, but we've covered connection settings, we've covered using filters, and we've covered saving these searches and what that does for you. That is absolutely great, and I know that you're available for consultations or for things for when people want to tweak this stuff to adapt, and we're going to get that stuff up on screen so people know how to get in touch with you. But join us for another great episode coming up soon of these great LinkedIn tips. So thanks, Hannah.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody.